All right, let's bring in former Democratic presidential candidate Dennis Kucinich. Dennis, thanks for being with us tonight. I would love to start with,
thank you.
It is awkward, right? Clearly, if your primary purpose is to win an election, Joe Biden might not be your best choice as a Democrat to win the office of presidency. But Democratic voters picked Joe Biden. Why does some, I don't know, cabal of elite people in the media or in politics get to say, no, it's not going to be Biden?
Yeah, I mean, you make a good point there, and just full disclosure, I'm on the ballot as an independent. But I can look at this clearly and say this election isn't about one debate. It is about inflation. It is about the economy, high prices. It's about the border. It's about money, spending money for endless wars. It's about a $35 trillion debt and government spying on Americans. Now, President Biden is going to drop out. He'll be judged by his economic policies, and he's the president. As you just pointed out, why should he be forced out, and by whom? By the media, by the political class? The American people are going to make the decision on Election Day who the president should be. And I think that there's a lot of time between now and then for the Biden campaign to right their ship of state that's currently in turbulence. But the fact of the matter is, our Constitution establishes a position of president, and if he's going to leave, there's a constitutional path to doing that, and we got to follow the Constitution.
Right. Yeah, I would love to believe what you say is true, Dennis, that the American people will pick the president in November, but it sure looks like somebody outside of the voice of the American people will pick who's running for president, at least as a Democrat, much earlier than December. And they're doing it, Dennis, they're doing it, and you make a very good point, bringing up all the policies that are important to Americans. Right now, we're having this entire conversation, not because Joe Biden is mentally incapacitated, not because we should talk about the 25th Amendment, not because he's compromising American security. We're having this conversation because there's a belief that Joe Biden can't win. And that seems to be right. the inappropriate and wrong conversation. The right conversation is who leads America now and who's capable of leading for another 4 years.
Well, you know what's interesting about this discussion, on one hand, you have some Democrats who are trying to give the president the heave-ho. On the other hand, you had some people in the Democratic Party who, with what you could call lawfare, tried to determine who the Republican nominee would be and tried to force Trump out through various prosecutions. So, what's happening to our country? We've got to get back into a discussion of what the candidates will do for America. With these high prices, with the economy, I'm hearing this from everybody. Yeah.
Dennis, I don't know if the email didn't arrive in your inbox, but I think what they're doing is destroying democracy in the name of saving democracy. They will engineer, as you point out, both sides of the ticket in the race for president in the name of saving democracy.
We don't want a coup from either side. This is it. We cannot stand for a coup to be generated against President Trump on one hand, against President Biden on the other.
Thank you. Yes. That's how you save a constitutional republic. Dennis Kucinich, thanks so much for being on Waters tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you.